Welcome to day 14 of your 14-day Pilates Reformer Workout Challenge. My name is Melanie, your mildly goth Pilates instructor. I'm so proud of you that you made it this far. I feel like it's graduation day. I do this for a living. I'm tired. You should be really proud of yourself. We're gonna do just a full body greatest hits of all the favorite things I sprinkled into the other 14 days today. So we'll start off with 3 reds and blue or 3 heavy, 1 light. Headrest will go up, meet me lying down on the machine. If you've made it 14 days without subscribing, please subscribe. I have so many videos aside from this challenge. I'm posting workouts every Tuesday. And if you're already subscribed, please join my membership studio for some super secret exclusive workouts. That is where I have a lot of fun stuff happening, so I would love to see you there. Now, if you made it to day 14 and you thought we were gonna start with anything other than footwork, you were not paying attention in class, so let's get into it. Let's start with our arches of the feet on the foot bar, hip distance apart. We're gonna find our neutral spine. So again, the bottom of the sacrum really heavy on the mat. Ribs are oriented down toward the pelvis and shoulders are rolled wide. I'm gonna start here with just 2 centering breaths. Big inhale, feel the ribs expand out to your sides. Exhale, feel pelvic floor, lower abs zip up to your sternum. Inhale, feel that rib expansion out to the side and into your back. Use your abs to power the exhale. Good. Let's continue that core connection as we move into footwork. Big breath in. Exhale. Push away on the foot bar. Toes are curled over, but now we are still keeping that distance between our legs, that hip distance. Exhale. Press away. Inhale, keeping the belly nice and engaged and expanding through your ribs. Trying to feel your upper traps, your shoulders, your forehead, your mouth, the rest of your neck. Really relax and melt here. This is our warm-up. This is our centering moment. And also use this to try to find that deep core connection as the legs are moving in and out. As I move slowly and intentionally, I feel those muscles in between my hip bones really starting to engage and pull together. That is excellent. That means that you are really starting to fire your corset layer of your abs, which will support everything else we're doing in class. Good. Let's go for our last one. Very nice. All right, let's bring the feet together. Balls of the feet on the foot bar now. Heels will be raised into your releve or raised heel position. Heels will be lifted. Big breath in, exhale. Press away. Let's lower for 3, 2, 1. Lift for 3, 2, 1. Heels stay high as you bring it home. Big inhale. Exhale. Lower for 3, 2, 1. Lift for 3, 2, 1. Keep the heels high as you come home. Let's keep this going. Breath pattern continues. As soon as you hit the bottom on 3, start lifting up for 3. So we're not sitting at the bottom or sitting at the top. Certainly no popping through the joints. That removes a lot of the control that we need to use. So control on the way out. Control down, control up, constant motion. Squeeze the thighs together as you bring it back. Good. 3 more. Ankles stay together. 2, keep that natural curve in your low back. If it helps to keep your hands on your rib cage to make sure that they're oriented down toward the pelvis, you can do that. Good. Next time you come in, we're going to press right back out. We're going to go for 10 heel raises. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. This time keeping the legs straight the whole time. Not bending the knees to come back in. This is 7. Release all tension in your upper body. 5. Knees stay straight. Intentionally pressing on the way down. Intentionally resisting on the way up. 3. 2. And 1. Good. Lift the legs. Let's bend one leg, extend the other. Press the heel of that straight leg under the foot bar. Close your eyes. Take a big breath. Laterally and into your back. As you exhale, feel the springs. Try to pull the carriage forward to deepen the stretch. Good. Straighten out both legs. Bend the opposite leg, send the other heel under the foot bar. Good. Take your big side to side back breath. Exhale, feel the carriage pull you forward just a little bit more. One more time. Exhale, good. Straighten out both legs. Bend the knees, keep the heels high, bring it home. Let's go for a quick calf massage. Calves go over the foot bar. We're just going to rock them side to side or roll them front to back if that feels better. Good. Just taking a quick moment to release any knots we have through sort of the bulb of the calf. You might find it's very bumpy. I do too. Take any moment to find really sticky spots and hang out there for a second. You could also just stay and press if that feels like a better option to you than moving them side to side. But it's a choose your own adventure kind of moment. Good, let's finish up with our last little bit here, making sure we're feeling like we've taken care of ourselves evenly on both sides. Good. When you're all set, bring your feet back to the foot bar and we're going to move on. Bring the headrest down, switch on to 2 reds and a blue or 2 heavy and 1 light. Scoot away from the shoulder blocks. We're going to bring our feet wide so that the arches or heels are in the outer corners. Find your neutral pelvis, neutral spine, ribs down and arms down on the mat or up over your shoulders. We're going to bring our pelvic lift into the mix. So we're not curling up through the pelvis. We're keeping a neutral spine, but squeezing the glutes here, just lifting far enough up that you can fit a fist under your bottom and lower down. Big inhale. Using your deep core to lift the pelvis up off the mat. Focusing more on abdominals here than really clenching through the glutes. And trying our best to keep the carriage really stable. Good. We're going to go for 6. This is 5. Make sure you're not furrowing your brow. Good. Let's take 3 more. Final 2. And 1. Pause here. We're going to dip the right hip down, bring it back to horizontal. Dip the left hip down, bring it back to square. Right, center, left, center. Feeling your obliques get into the mix. Really trying our hardest to keep the carriage steady. Right down, steady. Shoulders rolled back, not hiked up off of the mat toward your ears. So you can get a little rotation in this too, kind of like you're spilling a drink out to the side. We're really fighting to keep that carriage as steady as you can get it. Good. 1 more each side. Good. Back to center. We're going to keep the hips lifted, press out, keeping that lift of the bottom and in. Press out and in. Think about the knees returning on an upward diagonal as you come in, so you make sure you're not dropping the hips down. Squeezing glutes here. Abs are still engaged. This is 4. Final 3. Using your breath. Last 2. And 1. Excellent work. Draw it all the way to close. Lower your bottom down to the mat. Hug your knees in toward your chest. Exhale, rock them side to side. Release any tension that built up in your lower back. You can rock your head side to side as well. Let's move on. Next, we're going to finish up this section with our parallel bridges. I know we've done a lot of hamstrings and I've wailed on them quite a bit, but I figured it would be a full circle moment for us to bring these back. You can do arches on the bar, or if you need an extra challenge, you could do balls of the feet, heels raised if you are feeling fancy. Find your neutral pelvis, neutral spine, arms down by your sides or up over your shoulders. We're going to take a big curled bridge. So scooping the pelvis under, rolling the spine up, finding your nice big bridge position. Once you're there, we're going to roll the spine down 1 bone at a time, finding a deep scoop in the pelvis before it comes down. So if you're finding that you're having a hard time with your articulation, place your hands right under your rib cage. Think about folding the pelvis over your hands as you raise up. Find your nice diagonal line, squeezing the glutes. And as we roll down, we're trying to fold over the hand, getting every bone in your upper back, finding that deep scoop under with the pelvis, and rolling down until the bottom of your sacrum hits the mat nice and heavy. Let's continue that same sensibility for 2 more. Really scooping your abs in and up. Exhale to melt down. Self-monitor if you're holding any tension in any part of your body that is not meant to be working right now, i.e. your lower body or your abs. Good. Next time you press up, we're going to really fight to hold the carriage steady. We're going to bring one leg up to tabletop. Place it back down. Ab zip up. Other leg to tabletop. Place it back down. 3 more each side. Place it back down. And switch. Using your breath. And switch. Last set. Keeping your glutes squeezed. Good. Staying high. We're going to lift the right leg up to 90 degrees. I'm going to flex the foot, lower the leg to 45, point it, bring it up. Flex the foot, bring it down, point it, bring it up. Only 3 more. Inhale as the leg goes down. Flex as you lower. And inhale as you go down. Good. Bend the knee, lower the foot, keep the hips high, nice and steady. Right leg goes up to 90 degrees. Flex the foot lower to 45. Point it to come up. Inhale to go down. Exhale to come up. 3. This is 2. Keeping the hips high. And 1. Bend the knee. Lower the foot down. Roll the spine down again, folding over your hands under your ribs, or that sense of your hands under your ribs. And that's that. Let's take a figure 4 stretch. Right ankle over a left thigh. Draw your left knee in toward your chest. Feel all tension release. If you want to press your right elbow or forearm up against your right thigh, feel free to do that. You can also rock your hips side to side. Other side. Grab onto your right leg. Take the variations that work for you. Very nice. Next, let's take a quick pretzel stretch. I'm going to cross one thigh over the other. My feet are going to go to the sides, and I'm going to grab onto my ankles or my shins and just let gravity pull them down. I'm going to get a nice glute stretch here. Big inhale, feel the air fill the very, very tops of your lungs and expand into the pelvic floor, and exhale. Good. Other side. Left leg over right leg. Ankles go wide, crossing at the thighs. A little pressure into those legs. Big full inhale. Exhale, let everything go. Big breath in. Exhale, let it all go. Let's move on. All right, next up, I've switched to 1 red spring and 1 blue spring, or 1 heavy, 1 light. Straps will be in the hands, arms come up over the shoulders. I'm going to keep my arms straight up, neutral spine, neutral pelvis, and rib cage down. I'm going to take a big breath in, lungs expanding to the side. Exhale, bring one leg up to tabletop, lower it back down. Big inhale, alternate sides, using your abdominals to lift the leg. And keeping that pressure in the palms. This will really actually help us get that core connection here. So we're just warming up a little bit more through the core before we make this harder. Taking care to make sure that we have this nice neutral position through the abdominals and that the ribs are talking to the pelvis. Good. 1 more each side. Very nice. Headrest up. Next, keep that pressure in the palms. Bring the legs both up to tabletop. Press into the straps. I'm going to tap 1 toe down. Raise it back up. Big inhale. Exhale, zip the abs up. Bring the toes up. So I'm not so much folding at the knee as I am sending the toe down and away. Let's try playing around with the inhale pattern. So I'm going to inhale as the leg goes down. Exhale as the leg comes up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, bring it up. 1 more each side. And switch. Good. Pressure still in the palms. I'm going to extend one leg to 45. Exhale, bring it back. Other leg to 45. Exhale, bring it back. And switch. Using your breath. 2 more each side. Hopefully feeling more in your core than grip through the upper body. We're using the hands and straps as a stability challenge. Last one. Very good. Rest the feet down for 1 second. Keep hold of the straps. Close the stopper. Rock your knees side to side. Good. Bringing your hands back up over your shoulders, legs in tabletop. We're going to go for our straight lat presses. Palms down to the mat. Raise them up over the shoulders. And again, you can take your head, neck, and chest curl. You can extend one leg or both to 45, whatever works for you. I'm going to keep head down, legs in tabletop for now. Good. Using your breath, exhaling as you lower, inhaling as you raise. We're just going to take 3 more here. And 1. Very nice. Arms come up over the shoulders, wide V. Hands come down to hips and raise back up. So getting that nice wide angle at the top. And lift. 6 more. Lift. 5. And lift. Breathing through this. Abs are engaged. Shoulders stay rolled into the mat. 2. And 1. Very good. Hands come back up over the shoulders. Make sure you have enough distance between your shoulders and the shoulder blocks. Legs are going to come back to tabletop. Separate. Curl up. Bring the left hand in between the legs. Right hand on the outside of the thigh. Raise it back up. Opposite side. Curl up. Right hand center. Left hand side. Alternating sides. And switch. Really using your deep breath. If you'd like to, you can extend the left leg long as you bring the hands to the right, and right leg long as you bring the hands to the left. It's an option if you'd like to take it, if you need a little bit more. Switch. Good. I'm going to bring it back to tabletop. Keep my head down to finish out. The head down option is great if you feel like your head, neck, and chest are becoming very heavy or feeling very, very tired. Good. Last one each side. And 1. Excellent work. Place the feet down on the foot bar. Oh, close that stopper. Gently rock your knees side to side. Next, still on that red and blue or heavy and light, or you could switch to 2 reds or 2 heavies if you want a little bit more for feet and straps. We're going to place those straps right on the arches of the feet, extend the legs up to 90 degrees, and we're going to scoot away from the shoulder blocks to get a little bit of distance. Find your neutral spine, so your pelvis is going to be heavy, ribs down, legs up to the ceiling. We're going to do our lower and lift, just as we usually do, and raise back up. So again, folding at the hips. Feel like the very, very bottom of your spine is heavy on the mat. It's not peeling up as the legs come up. Good, let's take a few more. And lift, knees are facing your nose. Good. We're going to externally rotate the legs so we're in Pilates V, heels together, toes apart. Open the legs at the top so that they're wider than your hips and a little wider than, maybe about as wide as the machine. We're going to press the legs down, heels come together. Draw the legs back up as they separate. So we're drawing a really wide V shape. Good. Legs come up. Heels come together. Legs rise up. So take really clear notice of what's happening with your pelvis. If you feel like your ribs are starting to arch up at the bottom, bring the height of your legs a little bit higher. So we really want to keep that connection of ribs talking to your pelvis, abs zipped in and up, especially as the legs are moving. Good, I'm back. 1 more. Good. Now we're going to take that same concept and move it into our straddle that we did the other day. So we're going to flex the feet, legs come a little bit lower, as low as you comfortably can. And I'm going to flex the feet as they come together, point the toes as they open wide. So try to keep them at the same horizontal height the whole time. Flex to come together, point the feet, legs separate. So lots of inner thighs here. Flex to join them at the center, point, separate. Slow control. Inhale to separate. Think about your pelvic floor lifting as the heels come together and relaxing as they come apart. 2 more to finish here. Point, separate using your breath, relaxing your traps. They're not needed right now, or at least they don't need to be on high alert. Good. Bring your legs back up over your hips. Since we worked so much external rotation, let's work our internal rotation, as we've been talking about a lot in this series. So I'm going to keep the bottom of my sacrum really heavy. Go for our toes together, heels apart, inward rotation position. I'm going to open the legs at the bottom. Heels are leading the way, so I've got my knees pointed towards each other. Bring the legs up, toes touch, heels stay separated. Knees are, and hips, most importantly, are rotated in. Legs separate at the bottom and come up together at the top. They can open wider than your machine. They don't have to be super wide. This can be just about as wide as your machine or a little bit wider. And again, keeping that very, very heavy sacrum. Good, let's go for 4. Feeling a slightly different part of your hip working. 3. Last 2. Exhaling on the way down. Inhale on the way up. And 1. Very nice. Bring the legs up. Let's go for a butterfly stretch. Soles of the feet together. Heels come down to the mat or into the well. Knees wide. Take your relaxation moment. Breathe naturally. Exhale really long. Expel all of the air out of your lungs. Big inhale. Feeling the air fill the top of your lungs and descending into your pelvic floor. Exhale, empty your lungs of all of the air. One more big breath. Feel the air fill all the way up, all the way to the sides, all the way down. As you exhale, feel all the tension in your upper body melt away. Let's grab hold of the rope on the right. Let's take a Peter Pan stretch. Leg goes out to the side. Give the rope a pull. And bring it back into center. Let's go left. Left leg out to the side. Hold on to the right rope with your right hand. Pull that left rope in toward your side. Good. Bring it in toward your pelvis. Extend legs up to the ceiling. Flex your toes back. Draw your elbows in toward your chest. Good. Let's take the straps off of the arches. Let's move on. All right, next we're going to go into our long stretch, down stretch, knee stretches series. So I placed on 2 reds or 2 heavies. Headrest is up. If you don't have grip socks, place a sticky pad down so you don't slip. Pretty please. Hands will go shoulder distance apart on the foot bar. Legs will extend long. Feet go on the headrest, toes curled under. I'm going to push up through my palms, find my long plank position. Hips are going to be nice and low, abs zipped in and up. We're going to press the carriage out. Exhale. Think about the head returning on a diagonal, on an upward diagonal. Big breath in. Exhale, press out. Bring it back in. Good. Let's take another 3. Press out, return. Ears stay drawn back. 2. And last one. Very nice. Draw it all the way home. Good. Bring the knees down. Next we'll go into our down stretch. So hands will come back to the foot bar, shoulder distance apart. Toes curl under, feet go up against the shoulder blocks for this one. And I'm going to send my pelvis forward. Some people like to take a big scoop. That doesn't really work for my body, so I'm going to keep the spine really neutral. But feel free to pick whichever option works for you. I'm going to squeeze the glutes, keep that shape in my torso, send the carriage back, and bring it forward. Big breath in. Exhale, carriage goes back and forward. So with this spring load, the 2 heavies, this is going to be a lot of shoulder. If that's too much, feel free to peel back, go into a red and a blue. Good. Let's go for 2. Excuse me, 3. Last 2. And 1. Very nice. Bring it all the way in. Hands will stay on the foot bar. I'm going to now send my weight back. I'm going to push back away from the foot bar. So I'm going to draw the knees in, send the knees back. Knees come in, send them back. These are our knee stretches. Using our low abs here. Exhale as you push away. Inhale, return. Exhale, push away. This is where we want that centering breath to come in. Both to engage our abs and to stay focused. 4, stretch. 3, stretch. Abs stay zipped in and up. 2, and 1. Good. Draw the carriage all the way in. Find a child's pose. Knees wide, feet down. Arms extend long over the foot bar. Let your chest relax down. Take a big breath in. Exhale, release. You can move side to side a little bit here if that feels good. Big inhale. Exhale, release. Big inhale. See if you can feel the air fill the back of your lungs. Exhale, let it go. Rolling up to sitting. Next up, we're going to be on a red and a blue or a heavy and a light. Legs extend long over the headrest. If you need to cross your ankles or that's more comfortable, go for it. I'm going to grab one strap in each hand. I'm going to pull forward on the ropes, place my hands through the loops, grab onto the ropes above the hardware. We're going to go for our seated rows. So I'm going to sit up really, really tall, sitting up out of the lumbar spine, rib cage down. Big inhale, exhale. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Elbows go back and extend everything forward without curving the upper back or letting the shoulders collapse. Big breath in. Exhale. Zip the abs up. Roll it back and forward again. Think about the shoulder blades initiating the movement. So you're not necessarily pulling with your arms. You're thinking about pulling with all the muscles around your shoulder blades to begin. Pinching together in the back. It's very easy to want to hike the shoulders up as those arms are moving too. So think about them sinking on a downward diagonal each. So the right shoulder tucks into your back left pocket and your left shoulder tucks into the back right pocket. Big inhale as you extend. Exhale, abs zip in and up. Let's take 4 more. Extend. This is 3. Palms stay facing each other. Last 2. And last 1. Hold for 5, 4, 3. Shoulders drop. 2, 1. Release. Very nice. We're going to bring our feet to the headrest now. Scoot your butt forward. Grab the straps into each hand. Flip your palms to face up, and we're going to find that big C curve for bicep curls. So again, like someone's pushing your belly button back. Shoulders roll wide. Elbows stay high. We're going to bend and extend, drawing the hands back towards your ears. Extend the elbows. We've got 8. Extend. Use your breath. Inhale to extend, exhale to press. You've got 5. Shoulders stay rolled wide or not hiked forward and up. 4, 3, control the return. 2, and 1. Very nice. Close the carriage. Hopefully more quietly than that. Extend your legs long. You're going to reach your arms back, up and over, folding over your legs, reaching for your ankles or reaching for your toes. Rest your hands down by your sides or down on the rail in front of you. Big breath in, feel the air fill your lungs through the back. Exhale, feel your body sink down toward your legs. Another big inhale. Exhale, let everything go. Roll up, stack your spine. We're going to turn to the left. All right, I've switched onto one red spring. I'm going to take the loop, place it over my left thigh, and I'm going to come to lie down on the right side of my torso. Let's go for a quick, heavy loaded glute and thigh burner. So I'm going to come to lying down on my side, I'm going to prop my head up or place my head down on my bicep. Lengthen through the top of your waist. Legs are in tabletop. I'm going to begin here lifting and lowering, opening like a book. Knee and ankle separate at the same height. Good. Lift and lower. The carriage can move a little bit, that's fine. Make sure you're stabilized, that your ribs are down, not torquing through the torso or through the pelvis. Good. 2 more to get us to 6. And up. Good. Bring it back to hip height. We're going to go for tiny pulses up and down. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift, knee to knee, internal rotation. Lift, heel to heel, external rotation. Lift, knee to knee, internal. Lift, heel to heel, toe to toe, heel to heel or toe to toe. We've got 4 more to get us to 6. Taking care to make sure those hips are really stacked and even. Breathing all the way through this. 2 more. Last one. Very nice. Good. Knee comes down. I'm going to spare you the circles for today, but we will do clamps. So I'm going to prop up my head for this one. Knees are going to come out, so I'm at kind of an open hip position, not so much the 90. I'm going to lift up my ankles. While I'm here, I'm going to raise the top knee, lower down. Raise the top knee, lifted clams. Raise and lower. Good. We're going to go for 8 of these. So we've got 5. Keep those bottom toes lifted. 4. This is 3. Last 2. And 1. Good. Lower that leg. Pound out the glute if you need to. We're going to pull on that rope. Shimmy that strap off of your thigh. Close the stopper, we'll move on to the other side. All right, moving on to the other side, I'm pulling the opposite strap. I'm placing it on top of my right thigh this time, and I'm turning onto the left side of my torso. I'm gonna start either resting my head on my hand or down on my arm. Legs are in tabletop, knees right in line with your hips. Lengthen through the top of your waist. We're gonna begin lifting and lowering, opening the legs like a book for 6. Relax all tension in your upper traps, your neck, your shoulders. Good. We're going to go for 3. Carriage might move a little bit, that's fine. Abs are engaged, ribs are down. Last one. Good. Next, I'm going to open up to the top, tiny pulses up and down. Let's go for 6, 5, 4. Make sure you've still got that lift under your waist. 2, 1. Pause here. I'm going to lift, knee to knee, lift, heel to heel or toe to toe. Lift, knee to knee, lift, abs engage, heel to heel. So if you choose to take toe to toe, that's going to shorten the range of motion just a little bit, but you're welcome to do that if you like. We've got 3. And switch using your breath. Last 2. Relax your top shoulder, relax your neck. Last one. Very nice. Next, we're going to open the angle of the hip a little bit. I'm going to prop my head up for this one. We're going to go for our clamshell variation. So we're going to lift both legs, and I'm going to try not to sink my waist into the mat. I'm still keeping my top hip pressed away. I'm going to lift and lower that top knee, keeping the toes high. We're going for 8. This is 7. Lower down. Relax everything, keep breathing. Everything except for your glutes and abs. 5. Toes stay high. 4. This is 3. Last 2. And 1. Excellent job. The hard part is over. Pull on that strap, pull on the rope, take the strap off of your foot. Hold on to that one. We're going to rotate to lying on your back. Headrest will go up. Close the stopper. Let's bring our legs to a butterfly position. Soles of the feet will be together, but the feet will come down to the sandpaper. Bring your arms either out to the side in a T or in a goalpost. If that feels better, just opening up through the chest. Exhale. Feel stretch and release through your biceps, your chest, your shoulders, your inner thighs. Let your pelvic floor relax. Big inhale, feel your lungs fill up in every direction. Exhale. Slowly with control. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, get every little bit of air out of your lungs. And you are all done. I'm so proud of you. You did it. I can't believe we made it to the end of day 14. These were not easy workouts, and you made it all the way to the end. It's something you should really be proud of. If you are not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I have so many videos that will help you continue this journey after day 14. And if you'd like some more challenging work and some interesting props that I think would be a good extension of this series, and I think a lot of you would get a good challenge out of, please join my membership program. I'll leave a link in the description box. I think that would be a fun adventure after everything we did here. Thank you so much to all my membership supporters. You guys help me make all of this possible, so thank you from the bottom of my heart. And if you finished the program, if you did all 14 days, please tag me in any social posts you do to celebrate. I would love to repost and claim your graduation cap down in the comments below. I'll leave you a little recognition. You achieved so much. I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to see you again in our next workout. Thank you so much. See you soon.